The top three brands in my industry who I admire are Joe Emerson, Nick Hayter, and Carol Ann Rice. Welcome to tonight's live. Hey buddy, it's Wahome. Let me know in the comments how you've been spending your Tuesday, what you've been up to, what kind of successes and results you've been having. If you're watching this live today, it's just gone past 3 minutes past 5. So put in the comments below live. And if you're watching this on the replay, then put in the comments hashtag replay. If this is your first video content of mine, then put in the comments below newbie, just so I know you are to my content. And because I'm using Restream, I can't see the comments that people are leaving. And I want to ensure that I'm engaged with my audience and asking any questions or comments that they're leaving. So I will be toggling between the two screens just to be able to see who's commented. Otherwise, today's live is basically going to be me explaining who are the top three brands, in my opinion, within my industry, what I admire about them, what I learned from them that got me into becoming a coach myself, and what opportunities I saw from their weaknesses. And then in the end, I'll be showing my key life learnings that I learned from being in business. So without any delay, let's get straight into the content. So why they inspire me? So the reason why they inspire me is because, when I first got into industry a few years back, I was looking at who was like the best market leaders that were similar to, the kind of coaching that I'm going to provide. And with Nick, Carol, and Joe, what I noticed all about them when I was researching up about who were the top confidence coaches within my industry was that each had a proven track record for helping clients get results. That was clear from the testimonials. It was clear from, the results that they were achieving in terms of testimonials, and also, how, clients were feeling that their life was completely transformed from their coaching. And I also noticed that each of them, in their own way, had overcome a hurdle to get to where they were, to become like an expert in the market. So whether it was like low confidence, whether it's bullying, a self-image, or low income, they all managed to overcome these challenges and completely rebuild their lives and become successes. Now, they also had social proof, like each of them in their own right. But the general trend I noticed with them was that they had social proof in terms of like multiple awards, whether it was with like Carol, she's got an award for best female coach for 2018. Nick, he had an award for best upcoming coach. So they all had some kind of award that gave them that kind of recognition. It gave them credibility within their field, and they're also endorsed by companies such as Forbes, BBC, The Guardian, Cosmopolitan, Ask Men, Channel 4. Because they all had done like interviews on TV. They'd written articles in magazines. So they were building up like a strong brand for themselves. And because they're endorsed by big companies, it also gave them that extra credibility that people knew, okay, well, they must be trusted to appear in such well-known media outlets. So that also gave them like strong social proof that made them a logical choice for people to want to do business with them. And they also had excellent customer reviews, because when I was searching for them, like for example with Nick Hayter, like when I did a Google search for him, all I found was like, positive reviews from clients, and the fact that he had a 5-star rating for Google for customer service. And I noticed the same with Joe and with Carol. They all had excellent customer stories and of speaking about them having excellent customer service and delivering results. So, obviously that, helps easier for, other potential clients to know that that they're going to get results from them, their customer service is going to be good, and that, that they're going to, actually see a massive difference within life if they coached with them. So I noticed that obviously for each of them, like ensuring that, that they provided results and that they gave excellent customer service was a priority for them. And I also saw that they were passionate about helping others grow. Because they were given a lot of free stuff as value out to clients, whether it's promotional videos or ebooks, and so there was desire from them to really help people grow and achieve their results. And they also had a variety of products to help different people achieve their goals, which I saw allow them to be more inclusive to different ranges of clients, which I thought was obviously like a key thing in order to ensure that no client slipped out the net because they weren't able to offer them a product. And the last thing I noticed was they were experts in their fields. They all had the credibility in terms of like qualifications. Whether they were NLP masters, practitioners, whether they were experts in cognitive behavior therapy. They had qualifications that backed up their knowledge, and they also were, accredited with the Coaching Association, the European Coaching Association. So they were endorsed by, recognized by coaching bodies that and saw them as as top coaches. So that was obviously like a big thing. Which I also noticed was a key thing that allowed them to have the extra credibility. And so, that kind of like inspired me when I saw, the success they were having, when I saw what they were achieving. And it just made me feel like, one, I want to learn more about them, like what makes them more success, like what their strengths and weaknesses are. And also it just made me think, well, they can do it because, for a lot of them, I had the same background. I thought they can do it and become a success, then definitely I can. So it kind of like motivate me and just lit the fuel to know, that this is like the right business for me. So why I got into coaching? Before I just did that, I just want to see if there's any comments. Okay, no comments as such. So why I got into Nick, Joe, and Anne? They inspired me into helping to get into coaching. As I said, I was inspired by the success, and I was inspired by the results they were producing. And also how much value they're offering to help people. Because I too, had this big passion to like really help people. So I noticed that they were going beyond and above to help their clients, and that inspired me because I wanted to do the same. So I shared a passion and wanted to help people to break free from past pains, create new supporting habits and beliefs, unlock their purpose, and to help people start taking big actions and achieving like high results and having bigger successes. So, I had that passion because also for me, it's like whenever I'd coach, I felt that I would come alive, that I would be my passion, my purpose, because I loved helping people. I loved seeing, people, achieving great successes. I think for me as well, another reason why I got into coaching was, I know what it's like to suffer, whether it's from a lack of confidence, lack of income, or lack of taking action and low self-worth. Because for me, when I was a kid, I suffered extreme bullying at school up until the age of 16. I used to comfort eat in order to, kind of get over the trauma of the bullying, which also made me in turn like put on a lot of weight. So I was quite a chubby and overweight child, and obviously that gave ammunition to my bullies to really bully me even more. So that for a long period up until like 23, my confidence really dented. So I know in that sense what it's like to suffer low confidence, and then obviously because I was in lack of confidence, I had low income. And then also, I wasn't really doing stuff to push myself out of my comfort zone before the age of 22. I was often staying in my comfort zone where I didn't have to take any risks or make mistakes, and just to protect myself from failure or rejection. And obviously that led to like me having a really low self-worth. I'd often always put myself below people, and often kind of like never put my needs forward and be able to speak up my needs. So, I know what it's like to suffer with those kind of issues, and I can resonate with that pain. But, like Nick, Joe, and Anne, or Carol, They all managed to overcome these challenges, and just like that, like they did, I managed to overcome these challenges. And not only did I successfully rebuild my life, but I've also helped many clients to achieve the same. And using my 7-step Alchemy system, which is specifically designed to take you from your pain points to your end goal. That's helped me to change my life around. It's helped my clients to change around their life. So, I said I was inspired by the ability of Nick, Joe, and Carol to overcome their challenges and create a successful business, and I wanted the same. So that's kind of why I got into coaching. So the opportunity I noticed was when I was looking into Anne, Nick, and Joe, I realized, that in the market there wasn't someone who specifically did what I did. Yes, there were coaches who would say they're life coaches overall, or business coaches, or mindset coaches, but there wasn't anyone who was a particular niche of being like a confidence and income producing coach. Now, for me, obviously, like from my own experience and from my research, I noticed that there was a trend that, the more confident you are, the more higher salary you generally tend to have. And people with low self-esteem generally tend to have low income. And I noticed there's a trend in that when you look at research on workplace or on business. So for me, I realized I wanted to become a confidence coach to help people raise their self-esteem, to start taking actions and to change their mindset. And also at the same time, I wanted to help people, start producing more income, have a better relationship with money, have a better relationship towards, being able to have financial abundance. So I realized, like I said, there wasn't anyone who was doing that. And so I saw a niche in the market that I could enter. And I also saw the weaknesses of Anne, Nick, and Joe. So while they were successful, each one had different weaknesses that I noticed that I could take advantage of. So, for example, like Nick has no online products, and his products aren't always inclusive. He has one package, and although he offers like a payment plan, he hasn't got a variety of different packages to help people. For example, having a low ticket offer that would help people. So I noticed that there was an opportunity there, and he has a lack of social media presence. So he's not big on Instagram or Facebook. And again, I saw like opportunity there with Joe. Now, although she had more online products compared to Nick, she too had a lack of social media presence. She wasn't big on Instagram or Facebook. She didn't have any video testimonials. She wasn't offering as many online products, and I saw there was a niche then to like really capitalize on her. And with Anne, or Carol, sorry, as I say, Carol Ann Rice. With her, it was more the case of, again, like she had a lack of presence in social media. Although she had more products, they weren't always inclusive to help everyone. And again, for her, like all three of them lack video testimonials. And I think that video testimonials is so powerful now because, people have short attention spans. It's actually gone down to like 6 seconds for you to lose your attention span. So people don't want to read long posts. They don't want to read a picture. They want to read a video that keeps them engaged. So I think that videos are the best way to share your client journey, to share the benefits of your products or services, and to share, how your clients will benefit from your products or services. So I think by them not having video testimonials in their websites, that they're missing out in terms of like having extra engagement. So I realized that they were missing out on this, and there was opportunity for me to enter the marketplace and actually start doing the things that they're not doing and leverage their weaknesses. And also for me, I noticed there was no specific products that looked at my niche, and I thought, there's opportunity for me to like create online programs or face-to-face programs that would cater towards a niche, because obviously right now, mental health is a massive issue where people being depressed, there's no self-esteem, anxiety. There's a massive in society right now. Also, the case of like people are way more stressed now and experience burnout more, and it's costing organizations a lot of money. And like there's been a lot of research done in like 2020 that shows that 70% of women are lacking self-confidence and 65% of men are lacking self-confidence in the workplace. And both state that both 65% state that lack of confidence stopped them from earning more money, being able to take risks. It affects their emotional well-being, and it affects them being able to get senior roles. So I realized then again that there was clearly a niche here where I could help in terms of creating products that really help people to increase their confidence and also to be able to like increase their income. So I think for me, like, I don't want to be the next Anne, Nick, or Joe. I want to be my own self, my own coach individually, because while they're great coaches, I want to have my own identity. And so I realized, I could offer something that they don't, based on my skills and experiences, because we've all had different skills and experiences, and I've done a lot of different courses. I've had lots of different qualifications I've taken. So I've got all this experience, and because of that, I can offer something completely different in terms of my coaching style, in terms of the knowledge I give, than Anne, Nick, or Joe have. And that's what I saw as a massive opportunity to leverage that. I think I could also emphasize, so it was only with Joe where I saw that she shared her story properly. Like, she shared that she'd had issues around confidence, while Nick and Anne didn't really say anything about any past experiences that helped them back. So I feel that they're missing out on the empathy of like really having that connection with clients. So I think for me, like, I can empathize with clients by sharing the fact that I suffer from low self-worth, I suffer from bullying, weight issues, self-body image, income. So like, because of that, I can resonate with their story. Any client that has those issues, I can resonate, and I can show to them that as well, I've managed to overcome those issues and create successful lives for myself. So if it's possible for me, it's possible for them. So that allows me to really have the empathy and understand my clients, where they're coming from. And I think for me, like, because of my background, I can really help clients clear past traumas, master confidence, and increase their income. And my 7-step alchemy system has proven not only to change my life, but many of my clients. Because like I said, it's specifically designed to give you clarity, and then clear any blockages, pains, or traumas that are holding you back, help you create new beliefs and new habits, help you start taking actions, help you to have clear action plan to work towards, like strategic goals, and then so on to take you towards your end goal. So because of that, it's specifically designed to really help clients and get the root cause of the problem. So I know my system can really help the market, and like I said, I know it's helped me and it's helped many of my clients. So that's kind of again why I saw the opportunity there, that no one's got has a system that I've got, and that would allow me to be different and have a unique selling point, which is crucial. Just again, want to see if there's any comments. Okay. So to summarize, I want to talk about my learning points, and what I learned from being in business, what I learned from my competitors, and what I can share on with you. So my first learning point is, whenever you are deciding to start a business and enter an industry, you want to make sure that you thoroughly researched on that industry, that who are the top 10 market leaders within your industry. You want to make sure that you actually have that clear idea, not to copy them, but just to be aware of, what it is that makes them successful. So what are their strengths and what are their weaknesses? So you want to know, for example, like what kind of products they're offering, what their website looks like, um, what are customers saying about them, what the reviews they're getting, what people have said about them on Google, um, how inclusive are they are in their products, how much money they've earned in the last year, what's their revenue, what their losses. You want to really go into that extensive detail and know all the strengths. And you also then want to know, by looking at them and from researching, what are their weaknesses? Where, because these weaknesses will be your opportunities. Where are they going wrong that you can then leverage to your own advantage? Now, I think that's really crucial because it will allow you to really understand the market more. It will allow you to know what are your top leaders in your industry doing that makes them so good. And it will allow you to know, okay, well, where can I make an edge on them in terms of being different to them? Because you don't want to be another Tony Robbins. You want to be your own individual coach. You want to bring your unique story and bring your skills and experience to the board. So it's really key that you do that. So really do your research and understand your industry. And then you also want to, notice from the weaknesses what products or services you can offer that they don't. So for example, it might be the case that, and for example, like with me with a confidence coach, I could offer like a 30-day coaching program that will help people, increase their confidence, or I could offer like a wealth program that would help people to have a better relationship with money and understand their money blueprint, or I could do a joint venture with a personal trainer and offer like a joint confidence and fitness kind of package. So you want to be thinking outside the box and be looking at, what can I do? It could be like I said, like Nick Hayter has no online programs. So create an online program that makes myself more inclusive to people abroad outside the UK. So if you want to look at these and the weaknesses and then turn them into services and products that you can then capitalize on their market. So we'll understand what makes you different, what's your unique selling point. So what is so special? Why should people work with you? And what is it that sets you different from them going to another life coach or them going to another personal trainer? For me, my unique selling point is the fact that I have a 7-step alchemy system and no one else has that. And it's proven to, bring results. And that's what makes me different. And also the fact that, I can resonate because I've been there, done that. I suffer from lack of confidence, all those kind of things I mentioned before. And that also allows me to have that empathy with my clients. So that's what makes me unique. You also want to focus on creating a strong brand and a strong message. So you want to have a compelling message because it's your message that's going to, draw people to you. Because you want to have a message that, makes people, when they hear it, feel that you're talking to them, you're talking about them. And it makes them resonate with it and think, actually, I want that. And you also want to have a strong brand. So there's two brands, obviously, there's a personal and there's a business. And you want to work on both of those because, people are buying from you. So it doesn't matter what your business is doing, they're going to invest in you as a person. So you need to have a strong personal brand to show you're successful, that you've had achievements, all those kind of things to really ensure that your brand. So making sure that you're managing your views and what people are saying about you. And then you also want to have a strong business brand because obviously you want people to be compelled to do business with you. So it's really important that you work on your branding and, like I said before, you work on your message. So really honing your message and making it so compelling that it makes you the most logical person for people to business with, So you want to wow your customers with your offer. You really want to focus on what you're doing and don't worry your competitors. I know at the beginning I said you want to research your competitors, but you also want to be able to be individually. So while you're researching them because you want to be your own individual. So you want to focus on your results. So it doesn't matter what your competitors are doing. You can only worry about your journey because you can't control what they're doing. You can't control the success that they're having. All you can do is control your own success. All you can do is control how strong your message is, how strong your brand is, how strong your level of customer service is, your actions you're taking, your behaviors. All you can do is control yourself. So just worry about your own results and don't concern yourself what your competitors are doing, and make sure you're doing things, even if you have to do it slowly, you're doing things correctly and you're following the right process. And the next one was you want to have 100% belief in your service or products. Because before, like I said, people are buying from you. So if you don't believe in your products or services, then why should anyone else believe in your products or services? Or why should anyone else want to buy from you? So if you don't have the belief in your products or services, then maybe you need to find something else that you have passion for. Like for me, I love coaching. I know the power of coaching has transformed my life, and I see it transform so many other people. So, I have that burning passion for the product services, and also I know the services and products I'm going to provide, there's a massive need for it in the market, so I know it can help people, and I know it's helped me, and I have a passion for doing it. And so when I speak about it, that passion then comes out, and so people buy into it. They feel that passion. So if you don't have that passion for your products or services, then you need to find something else that you have the passion for. And also you want to focus on doing one task at a time. So I know it's very easy when you're an entrepreneur to want to be like a grasshopper, jump from one idea to the other idea, or do the scattergun approach. The problem is when you're doing that, you don't actually ever achieve anything, and you never finish anything, and you don't actually see results. So what you want to be doing is pick one idea, plan out how you're going to do that idea. So looking at what challenges you're going to face, what obstacles you might come across your way, what resources you need, what excuses you make, what result help you might need to complete it. You want to look at all those things, plan it out, and then take action and implement things. So the other ideas, just put them in your, create an idea journey and put them there, and then plan those out. And then once you finish with the first idea, then you can move on to those. So do it to your best of your ability. Even if you have to do it slowly, it's better to do things slowly and right, so that when you put something out to the market, it's of good value and it's of good quality, than putting out 6 or 7 products that you worked on all at the same time that are just terrible and that just damage your credibility and damage your brand. So, focus on doing one task at a time, and actually love to learn the process of just taking one task and taking it to the end to completion. Because once you can do that, you'll start to see big results. And also you want to prioritize providing excellent customer service. So you want to make it clear to not only to have it clear to your staff that excellent customer service is priority. That you always make sure that you're serving the customer, you're hearing their needs, you're providing solutions, you're providing results, and that you want to wow them. So you also want to make sure that there's anyone who's in your company that isn't adhering to provide excellent customer service, you get rid of them. That you cut out the poison, and so you only have people who are geared towards meeting that need of having excellent customer service. And you want to lead from the front. So you want to lead by example, by always be providing excellent customer service, so that your staff see that that's the rule. And if you don't have staff, then you just want to make sure yourself that you're always cutting down any bad reviews you're getting from customers, that you're managing what people are saying about you by providing solutions, and that you're providing really good customer service. And then you also want to be providing lots of value. So that's what you want to be, is a value provider. So offering your clients lots of good value with it, and I would suggest you do lots of free value. So whether it's live videos, posts, ebooks, start putting out lots of good free value and showing to your clients and the market that you want to help. That you're here to help people, you're here to solve their problems, and you're here to give them advice. And you're doing it because you just want to help rather than getting back in return. So the more value you can create, the more strong relationship you're going to make with your clients, and the more likely people want to do business with you. And then you also want to have a clear client journey. So you want to have a clear process that shows clients where you're taking them. So you're taking them from A to B. So there's clear understanding. And you can do that within, whether it's doing like a click funnel, having different series of videos, like one video, then 2 video, and a 3rd video, then they buy from you with a product. But you want to have a clear client journey that they know exactly where they're going and where you're taking them. And also, so you, in your mind yourself, know what's the end goal that you want to give to your clients. So you have that clarity. Otherwise, if you don't have a clear client journey, you're going to be confused, and then your clients are going to be confused. And a confused mind just causes more confusion. So that's the end of the PowerPoint. So just to summarize again, so it's really important that that you look at my learnings and see how you can implement that in your life, because it's really important if you want to be successful in business. Now, if you enjoyed tonight's live and you found it of lots of great value, then put in the comments below quality stuff. If you stay to the end, you're an A player, then put in the comments below that you're an A player. And then I want you to tell me one thing that you can take away from tonight's live, implement straight away in your life. Because remember, it's an implementation where you start to see results, you start to see success come your way. So, listen to what I've said and pick one thing and then implement it straight away. Because that's when you start taking action, you start seeing momentum. Don't just listen to the live and then be pumped and then take no action. So pick one thing and then put in the comments what you picked to implement and the results you having. So we can all know what success you're having or what problems you're having. And then I can help you overcome the problems you're experiencing. If you want a copy of the slides, I'll also put a copy in the link in the comments below so you can get a copy. If you found this of value, which I'm pretty sure you have because you wouldn't be watching this, then you want to pay it forward by helping someone else, because by doing that you're helping to add value to their life and make a difference, allowing them to start growing and have successes. And it also goes towards your karma quota, because obviously one of the best things to do to make yourself feel good and increase your confidence is by helping other people, because when you help other people you feel good about yourself. So that in turn will also help you to raise your self-esteem, and it will also improve the circle around you, because when you start seeing other people growing and developing from you passing on useful information, then you'll start to see that their level of knowledge grows, they start upskilling, and the voices you're hearing are from people who are matching you. So I would implore you to share this. I'm also going to be another live tomorrow at 6 p.m, so check that out. Otherwise, thanks everybody for being on tonight's live. Stay safe, stay motivated, take action, and we'll catch up soon, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Otherwise, have a great evening. Bye-bye.